Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Christian Stewart. I am the founder and lead financial coach at Do Better Financial. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. This is going to be the last official video in our 8 Ways to Improve Your Me Economy Facebook Live video series. I know it's really sad. However, I will have one more bonus video next week to answer any questions that you might have about finances or anything else in general. Hey Angel, thanks for joining us today. I have a couple of questions that have been asked. One was about taxes and one was about 0% financing, so I'll be answering those next week at the same time. If you have any other questions you'd like to ask, you can either put them in the video here. Thank you, Angel. You can either put them in the video here in the comments, or you can comment on any of the posts that you see me put up on Facebook. You can also send me an email directly at christian@dobetterfinancial.com, or you can send me a message through my Facebook page at Do Better Financial. So, today's the last video, the last official video, and it is about knowing when to ask for help. So over the last 7 weeks, we have gone on over quite a bit of information, from budgeting to saving to paying off debt, learning about FICO, figuring out what manual underwriting is if you want to buy a house and you don't have a credit score, to some basics of investing. That's a lot of information. I'm well aware of that. It's not just a lot of information, it's not even all of it. We never really delved into things like purchasing a house, how you should go about purchasing a house. We haven't really talked about how you should go about saving for school or paying for school if you don't necessarily want to do loans. We haven't talked about consolidations or consolidation companies. We haven't talked about credit repair. There's so much information, and I know that at times it can be overwhelming. And that's why today's video is about asking for help. There's so much information available, right? Either on the internet or just through various people. And sometimes it's hard to know which information you need. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And I want to give you 3 types of help that are definitely available to you. The first one is divine help. So as you already know, maybe by my name, I am a believer, and I believe in the Bible. And believe it or not, the Bible actually mentions money around 800 times or more, depending on your version. Yes, that much. So it might make you ask the question, why in the world does God talk about our money so much? Hi Veronica, thanks for joining us today. Why does God talk about money so much? Well, in Matthew, he talks about the fact that wherever your treasure is, that which is important to you, that's where your heart will be, your interest. So if you are a person who is either struggling with money or has a lot of it, that can frequently come in between us and our relationship with God. And so what God asks us to do is to talk to Him. He said He would never leave us. He said He'd never forsake us. And so if you're having trouble and you're not really sure where to turn, start with God. Start with your divine help. Second type of help you have is accountability. Now, if you've ever heard of Jenny Craig, one of the ways that program became really successful is the weekly weigh-ins and having that accountability group, that group of peers who are there to support you, to encourage you in your goals, and who are on the same path that you are. So whether or not you meet in person, you meet on the internet, whether or not they're at your church, they might be family. I know for me, a lot of my accountability comes from family and friends, and it's not always accountability about not spending, right? When you're trying to get better in shape, it's not always just about not eating certain things. It's also about what you need to do. So for instance, exercise. Example for me, I'm probably a little bit different than a lot of people out there. I am very, very frugal. I don't like to spend money. Hi William, thanks for joining us today. I don't enjoy spending money for the most part until after I've spent it. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glad I bought this. I actually have one of my best friends will encourage me. If she knows that it's something I want to do, she'll be like, Christian, just spend the money and go. And that's something that I need. Now, some people might need the opposite. They might need somebody who's sitting in the corner going, you don't need that one. You already have one. If you're a person who deals with issues with shopping, you don't need to take that friend to the store that's going to tell you, oh yes, get 2. Right? It's not who goes to the store with you if you're struggling with it. You need to take that person to the store who'll go, didn't you tell me you wanted to take a vacation? How many vacations can that pair of shoes take you on? Or that purse, or that new iPad. Sorry, Angel. But it's the truth. You have to think about who you're going to surround yourself with. You want to surround yourself with people who are going to help you meet your goals and dreams, who are sometimes going to confront you when you're not doing what you say you want to do, and you need to also surround yourself with people you trust and value their opinion enough to listen to, okay? So we've got divine, we've got accountability, and the last one is a professional. This one gets uncomfortable for some people because what's implied with professional help is that it costs money, right? Here's the deal. There's a lot of information about swimming on the internet, right? You could go to the library and check out a book about swimming. You could watch a video on YouTube about swimming. There's all kinds of ways you could learn about swimming. But you can't actually swim when you're sitting in front of YouTube, right? You have to go get in the water. So how many people take what they get on YouTube and take what they learn in the book and go get in water and just start swimming? How many people does it work like that for? I can't say I know any. Most people would either go to swim lessons like at a YMCA type place, they will get private lessons, or they may have learned to swim as a really young child, in which case their parents would have paid for those lessons, right? Why don't people learn to swim by reading books or by Googling it on Amazon, right? I mean, on YouTube. Because you want somebody with a professional opinion. You want somebody who's going to be able to help you, somebody who's going to be able to help you navigate the pitfalls, who can see where you're going, who knows where you've been, who knows where, the path that you're trying to take, and who can give you targeted advice that will help you get over your fears, your difficulties, and reach whatever goal you have. That's where professional advice comes in your finances as well. I have done my taxes myself since right after I graduated from college. I actually screwed them up pretty bad that first year. I ended up owing about $2,000. Yeah, it wasn't fun. But now that I'm starting a business, the last thing I'm going to do is try to do my taxes myself. Because paying a tax professional when you have more complicated issues going on, or issues that you just don't feel like studying enough to fix yourself, is a wise investment, right? You don't go and Google how to do heart surgery. You go find yourself a cardiologist who's going to do the surgery for you. You're paying for that expertise. You're paying for somebody who already knows the way, who can navigate you through that system quickly. All right, so the same thing's true for your finances, whether you need somebody to help you with investing, help you with your taxes, and obviously budgeting and getting out of debt, or just planning and getting ready for the future, figuring out what you can do, giving you that outside perspective so that you can get out of your bubble, right? That's something that I take care of as a financial coach. I want to help you realize your goals and dreams, not just by knowing stuff, right? We all know stuff. The question is, do we do things? So professional and accountability come together in the programs that I offer. It's not just about making a plan, it's about making sure you do it, because finance is only 20% knowing, it's about 80% doing. And the Bible says the same thing. You need to be not just a hearer, but a doer as well. You want to make sure you not just know better, that you do better, right? That's where the name came from. So if you are in need of some of that professional help, whether you need me or you need a tax professional, you can let me know. I'd be happy to connect you with someone if I cannot meet your specific needs. You can either email me at christian@dobetterfinancial.com, or you can DM me here on Facebook or on my business page, Do Better Financial, and I would be glad to help you figure out if I'm the right person to help you, if there's somewhere else I should be directing you, because the last thing I want is for you not to reach your goals and dreams just because you didn't know any better, okay? So again, next week's video is going to be me answering some questions. I saw that Angel put up a question earlier about debt, and so we'll definitely answer that one as well next week. But if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. You can email them to me or leave them on my Facebook page, and I will try to answer as many of them as I can, as accurately as I can next week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you next Monday. Have a good one. Bye.